Good evening, everybody. You're looking live downtown Newark, New Jersey. Quite arguably one of the biggest men's volleyball matchups of the season. Welcome to all of our viewers on Raider Vision. I'm John Heffernan. We will have the call for you here tonight on the hardwood here at the Golden Dome Athletic Center in Newark, New Jersey. It's your Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders taking on big-time rivals of the NJAC and the CVC, the Kean Cougars. Both of these teams currently in the top 20 in the country. Rutgers Newark ranked at number 13, and it is the number 19 Kean Cougars. And as Aiden Albrecht, the head coach for Rutgers Newark, told me before the start of this one, the biggest test of the season for the Scarlet Raiders since the 5-set loss away at Springfield, who at that time was ranked number 1 in the country. The aforementioned Kean Cougars come in with an overall record of 16-7 on this season. Rutgers Newark at 14-4, and not to take anything away from the NJAC championship, which in fact, ladies and gentlemen, is on the line here tonight. With the Kean Cougars win, they will be presented with the hardware at the conclusion of this game tonight. If Rutgers Newark comes out victorious, it will go to the final NJAC game of the year for Rutgers Newark against Jersey City to determine the conference winner. Folks, we are in front of a packed house here tonight. We've got Old Bridge High School in the house. The freshmen, the JV, the varsity. We've got alum from Old Bridge High School all over the floor tonight as that pipeline continues. And what an opportunity for these kids who got here 45 minutes early for this one. That's how big it is. It's number 19 versus number 13. NJAC championship is on the line. Let's get into the nuts and bolts starting out there tonight for the Kean Cougars. With their All-American head coach, I might add, in his 4th season, Bez Arzlani, assisted by Michael Fox, Jenna Larabili, Leandro Perez, and their team manager is Joel Lopez. Starting tonight for the Cougars, David Flores, the 5'7" senior out of Parla, New Jersey, wearing number 6. It is the Cougars in the navy blue and light blue trim. Aiden Flynn, the senior 6-footer out of East Northport, New York on the outside, wearing number 8. Number 11, Sean Murphy, 5'11" sophomore on the outside from Belmont, California. Number 12, Chris Mitchell, senior 6'3" out of Howell, New Jersey. Number 15, Danny Pugliano, 6'4" senior out of Oak Ridge, New Jersey. He's a big boy out there. One of the guys, Aiden Albrecht, said, we have got to stop through the middle. Pugliano is a force to be reckoned with. Number 17, Caden. How do I pronounce Caden's last name? It's been a flurry of activity here, folks. Caden Krizak rhymes with Trezak. It's Krizak, the freshman, getting the start tonight, 6'4", out of Vernon, New Jersey, and the libero who can be considered one of the best in the country. The back-to-back defensive player of the year, the 5'10" junior out of Mechanicsburg, PA. This kid is special. Number 22, Tyler Quinn for the Scarlet Raiders. It's Vinny Lopez, 6'3" junior out of Fairlawn, wearing number 3. Number 13, Duncan Sturts, 6-time Rookie of the Week in the New Jersey Athletic Conference, the freshman out of Livingston. Kaloje, the Old Bridge product. Number 16, 6'3" junior, leading this team in kills, along with Suarez out of Old Bridge, New Jersey. Old Bridge High School playing the opposite. Caden Comine, number 18, one of 2 liberos tonight, 6' junior out of Kanaha, Hawaii. Number 19, Ali Chaudhary, a freshman out of Old Bridge, New Jersey, the other libero. Massimo Rocco, number 21, 6'4", sophomore out of Old Bridge. And finally, it's Mike Suarez, number 23, 6'4", sophomore out of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Folks, there are the starters. Rutgers Newark has won the last 4 matchups in a row in this heated rivalry. 2 new looks. Let's go to the floor for the first match, serve of the match. We are underway. I am all pumped up for this one, if you couldn't tell already. And there it is. On the board first, it's Mitchell. The 6'3" senior out of Howell with the little touch kill, as it were. And one of the two players to watch tonight, according to Ben Arslani, would in fact be Chris Mitchell and Tyler Quinn. Second serve from Kean, and it's answered beautifully. No, it's long. A service, that's an attacking error. So Kean with the early 2-0 lead, and continuing a solid run here to start. It's David Flores looking to make it 3 in a row. Flores, low toss. A little bit of an unconventional serve out of Flores. That one goes into the twine for the service error. So Rutgers finally on the board. If you're just joining us, it's set number 1. John Heffernan with the call. Rutgers in the home black. The visiting Kean Cougars. Number 13 in the country versus number 19. Heavyweight matchup, and here's Rutgers' first serve. Suarez. It's handled by Quinn. Now to the outside. And that is going to fall out as Comine got a piece of it, but not enough. Comine is going to come off on the Cougars' point. In on the rotation for Rutgers, it's Chaudhry in the white lib sweater. And now the serve from number 11, Murph. Suarez through the middle. Beauty! That's a beauty for Mikey. Mikey Suarez. Mike's got a new look tonight. I'm liking the new, he's working some dreads. I don't know, but streamlined. Suarez, one of the best athletes out there on the floor right now for sure. Vertical jump is through the roof. And service now for Rutgers. Oh my gosh, we talked about him just moments ago. There you see him in the flesh. Actually, no, Zach came on. So number 17 will get credit for the kill. The freshman out of Fort Worth, Texas, 6'2", number 17, Zach Packus. And it's 4 serving 2. Oh, Suarez. Dirty. Oh, my gosh. Our officials tonight upstairs, it's Paul Aiello. The R1, the R2 is Dennis Cam. And the line judges Mike McGovern and Rob Schultz. And now we got all the theatrics from the Cougars doing the rowing skit. And the punch, beautiful dig there by number 25, Zach Marcheski. Nice set there for Kaloje. Zarcheski is there. Marcheski, I should say. A little bit of a missed time swing from the Cougars. Kaloje with the touch puts it in an impossible place. Just a beautiful veteran move by the former Old Bridge High School product, Alex Kaloje. As we mentioned, packed house here tonight. Top 20 Battle of the Titans. I want to welcome you to our live coverage in our CBC NJAC Game of the Week. Oh, beautiful job by Alex with the dig. And the slam by Rocco Massimo. Rocco pulls Rutgers within 1. Opportunity here to continue to turn the tide. It'll be Kaloje to serve. The lefty, long. Just a little too much giddy up out of Kaloje, going for it all on that serve. Back to a 2-point lead now for the Cougars. The ball is in the hands of Chris Mitchell. And Mitchell, look at that high toss on the serve from Mitchell. Mitchell's a big boy. Handled by the lib. Quinn back to Mitchell. And Mitchell delivers. Chris Mitchell, 6'3", 190, will continue the serve. And it's Kean now with a 3-point lead, 7 serving 4. We mentioned Rutgers winners in the last 4 matchups between these two NJAC rivals. So Soloki gets on the kill parade. And he will now take care of the service responsibilities for Rutgers Newark Saloki, 6'3" sophomore out of Austin, Texas. Nice, even, steady serve from Saloki. Through the middle, beautifully timed by Rocco. Rocco making a statement in the middle. He says, okay, you got your guy, Danny Pugs. Battle of a couple of Italian kids. Pugliano and Rocco. Love that matchup all contest long. And Rocco, you know, this isn't about nationality, geography. It's about two proud middles. And I won't lie, Pugliano's gotten a lot of attention, and deservedly so, prior to the start of this matchup. And Rocco delivering, but it's a service error, which will give the Cougars the 1-point lead. Scarlet Raiders tying it up at 7. An opportunity to go ahead, not to beat. As Flynn nearly puts in an ace over on 3 for Rutgers. Now to the right side, answering again is Rocco. And Massimo Rocco is dialed in here early going on the first set. And we're all even again. This heavyweight dogfight continues. Punch for punch here in round number 1. Rocco with a low liner. Now to the outside. Beautiful block up front. Now to the back row. Kaloje a little off stride. Now through the middle, there he is. Danny Pugs. Guy's got tight end size. On the gridiron. Put a pair of shoulder pads on this kid. 6'4", 215. Out of Oak Ridge. He comes off on the rotation after doing his job. Kean now with a 1-point lead. 9 serving 8. Shout out Jeff Berman and the Kean Cougars contingent. Berman, I want to get in some lacrosse action. What's the story? Okay, back even at 9 after the kill from the Scarlet Raiders. Oh, man, you talk about a quick trigger. This kid is a lot of fun to watch. I'll tell you what, Sean Murphy out of Belmont, California. He's got that West Coast, that left coast swagger. Murphy, man, he's quick, cat-like. And Kean back up by 2 as Flores serves. Suarez, a little give and go. And I'll tell you what, Sean Murphy making his presence felt here in the last couple of points, especially. Hair in the ponytail, California style. Only thing missing is a surfboard. It's all about the hardwood here tonight in this battle of the Titans. Oh! Suarez answers the call for Rutgers. They're within 1. Rutgers now to serve. It'll be Suarez. By the way, I did want to give Rob Bergman another shout out. Rob, in my haste, this frenetic action. Did I call you Jeff? So if I did, I'm sorry. Rob Bergman, of course, the highly talented, highly acclaimed, longtime SID over with the Kean Cougars. Always willing to lend an ear and holds it down, juggles lots of balls in the air over at Kean University. fantastic job by the entire staff over at Kean, including Rob Bergman. Good man, Robbie. All right, listen, let's get back to the action. I'll leave it at 12. Serving for the Scarlet Raiders, Vinny Lopez, 6'3" junior out of Fairlawn. And the right-hander deals, catches the twine. Scarlet Raiders catch a break. Beautiful job. And Rutgers now on top, 13-12. As advertised, we are going back and forth. NJAC Championship on the line, including a post-game awards ceremony. That's if Kean wins. But more importantly, CVC standings also on the line here today. You know, I want to give a shout out to Michael Santangelo, the senior opposite out of Old Bridge High School, one of the captains of the varsity team. What a nice young man he is. He says he wants to keep playing after high school, and he says he feels so lucky to be able to watch two incredible teams in the top 20 here tonight, with so many guys that have come through that Old Bridge pipeline. And Kean Oyabote, the middle opposite senior captain for Old Bridge varsity, also in the crowd here tonight. He said it's a great opportunity to see former teammates and friends, and more importantly, to learn from them. Two incredible young men, one of many in the stands here tonight, watching two of the best in the country go at it head to head. And Cougars are back on top as they continue their theatrics on the sideline, and a timeout called by Aiden Albrecht and the Scarlet Raiders of Rutgers University, Newark. John Heffernan with the call. Don't go anywhere. We are in the thick of it. Set number one, Kean 15, Rutgers 13. We'll be back right after this.
University Cougars, number 25, Zach Marquez.
Actually, that was a Kean timeout. My bad. And Rutgers' last match came just a couple of days ago on March 14th. 3-set victory over Wilkes in a CVC matchup. And the kill from Kaloje pulls Rutgers within one. So Rutgers Newark earned the CVC victory. That was Saturday afternoon down in Pennsylvania in straight sets over Wilkes. Suarez led the Scarlet Raiders with 10 kills, adding 5 aces. Rocco added 7 kills, hitting .556 for the match. Oh, Suarez, Kaloje. Rutgers, a little improv there. Oh! And the kill, despite Kaloje's diving effort. Credit to Kilda Pugliano. And it's now 16 serving 14. Out, service error from Mitchell. The last matchup for the Kean Cougars was a 3-0 win over Edge. What is Edge? Mitchell finished with 13 kills, hit .684 in the match. Oh, Edgewood University. Okay. In attendance tonight, the commissioner of the New Jersey Athletic Conference, Terry Smalls, adding to the drama. And the kill, that's Aiden Flynn out of Long Island, New York. 6-foot senior. Outside. Puts Kean back on top by 2. Oh, the height from Suarez. Want to be like Mike. Number 23, just flying through the air on that one.
Service Massimo Rocco.
16, serving 17. Rutgers with the ball. Oh, nasty serve. Out of the outside, Murphy. Rutgers got a piece. Suarez quickly turns it around. And they play fast, folks. They play fast. What a setup from Flores to Danny Puggs. Puggs is a dynamic player. I mean, we talk about his size and strength, but this guy has a finesse game on top of the power game and just a really high volleyball IQ. Off-used term, but just you can see by his ball placement, body positioning. Oh, kept alive, impossibly, by number 12, Mitchell. Man, Kean is good. They are very good. Kaloje. Now Suarez battles at the net. And Suarez outlasts the front 3 of Kean. And Rutgers back within 1, but it really has been Kean who has been just a step ahead here in set number 1, not by much. Perhaps the stronger start by Kean. We shall see. Ooh, my gosh, this kid, Krizak. My gosh, the elevation out of Krizak out of Sussex County Tech is just astronomical. Back up to a 2-point lead. Crucial point here in set number 1. Crucial point of the set. And a kill from Mitchell. And, you know, the efficiency in which Kean, they don't make a lot of mistakes, first of all. They're also very well coached. And they have a tightness to their communication, where they're supposed to be. And they play fast, man. They are one of the best teams I've seen all year, for sure. And, I mean, other than, obviously, Rutgers. But Kean's certainly deserving of this top 20 ranking. And Rutgers has got their work cut out for them tonight, folks. As Suarez out. Point Kean, and the Cougars now are within 4 of taking this opening set. Looking to clinch with the New Jersey Athletic Conference Championship here tonight.
Service Vincent Lopez from the Scarlet Raiders.
21-19, Cougars with the lead. It will be Lopez to serve for Rutgers. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My gosh. On the rotation, it's Krizak that comes off. And serving will be Marcheski. Marcheski puts that one on the rope. Rutgers hanging on. Returning is Krizak. Oh no, Krizak on and off for Quinn. And now it will be Kaloje. An absolutely huge serve here for Rutgers as they trail a 22-20 here in set number one. Now is the time for Rutgers to make a move. Big serve, and it's a nice one. Oh no. Kill. Mitchell will get the point. And now the serve for Chris Mitchell. 23 serving 20 as the Cougars look to close out this first set. Oh! Rocco refuses to let go of the rope here in set number one. It's now 21 serving 23, and Rutgers has some life. Massimo Rocco goes to the far corner. Through the middle, Murphy paints the line. Murphy knew exactly where he was going with that one. A great job by Murph. And it's set point Cougars. 24 serving 21. Aiden Flynn looking to close it out. Ooh, Flynn. Saloki. Suarez staves off set point number one. Rutgers will get it back. It'll be 22 serving 24 on set point number two for the Cougars. Low liner. A little hesitation from Mitchell. Suarez goes long, and that's going to do it. Cougars take set number one, 25-22. Let's take a quick look at the numbers. If you're just joining us right now, folks, pretty much what we expected. Okay, with two of the best teams in the country going head-to-head here tonight. We'll do a quick transition. And folks, welcome back. Sorry for the little bit of confusion there, folks. But let's quickly run over those statistics from set number one. Starting first for the Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders, leading the way in the kills department. Lopez, Sturt, Kaloje, Comine, Chaudhry, Salotki, Rocco, and Suarez. Let's start that again. Kaloje, 3 apiece for Salotki, Kaloje, 6 for Suarez, 1 for Rocco, 1 for Lopez. 12 assists for Sturt, doing Sturt kinds of things. Lopez with 1 ace. 3 digs for Sturt. 4, Kean, who looked really, really terrific in set number one. 6 kills for Mitchell, 3 apiece for Krizak, Pugliano, and Murphy, 1 for Flynn. Murphy's hitting .333, Mitchell 500, Pugliano at 500 through 1. And folks, as we mentioned, the NJAC Championship on the line here today. The winner, if it is Kean, will go on to clinch the NJAC hardware. Speaking of which, joining me now, everybody, let's give it up. The commissioner. The commish in the house from the New Jersey Athletic Conference, Terry Smalls. Terry, thank you so much for being here. A lot of changes going on in the New Jersey Athletic Conference. We can dig into some of that, and obviously a huge matchup here tonight with the New Jersey Athletic. This would help, right, Terry? I'm sorry. There, we got you, Terry?
I'm loud and clear.
All right, so, let's start first, Terry. First, thank you so much for joining us. Let's start with the NJAC matchup here on the line tonight. A different look maybe to the conference. You've also got Kean, who's going to be stepping away into the Landmark, I think, is it next year, along with Ramapo, I believe. So for our viewers who don't know, maybe walk us through some of the landscape changes, evolution, growth, et cetera, regarding the New Jersey Athletic Conference.
Yeah, men's volleyball is an interesting sport for us because it's one of the few sports where we actually have a conference champion. We crown a conference champion, but we don't have an AQ, so that frees up our schools to play in an AQ conference. So right now you have both these schools that play in the CBC, but next year, like you alluded to, John, Kean and Ramapo will go to the Landmark, and I'm assuming Rutgers North's going to stay in the CBC. That's my understanding. They might be looking for other conference opportunities, but we focus obviously on the NJAC play, so Kean can actually clinch the NJAC title today with a win. Newark wins. We put the awards away in the closet. We probably come back in about 10 days because it's like football. It's clinched when it's clinched, right? It's once round robin play is when somebody clinches that title. So it's a little different sport for us, but whenever you have number 13 in the country against number 19 in the country, it speaks to the level of talent in our conference.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth, Terry. What does that say about not only the conference in itself, but the crowd here tonight and some of the Old Bridge High School faithful here and some of the alumni from Old Bridge High School on the floor as we speak. Two nationally ranked teams in Kean and Rutgers, and that's got to give you a good feeling as well.
It does, and I tell people all the time, if you have not seen collegiate men's volleyball, you've got to be here in person to see it. You're 10 feet away from the court. You could speak to this, Sean. The power, the speed of the players.
Live. If people say that about hockey being a good live sport, to me, volleyball, you really get an appreciation for it in such a more impactful way when you're here watching it live.
The thing is, I think everybody played a little bit of volleyball, right? But it's usually with a beverage in your hand playing at your family barbecue. This is not your family barbecue. Let me tell you, you look at the size, the power, just the athleticism of these athletes. It's unbelievable.
Well, you've got your back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year in Tyler Quinn, number 22, arguably one of the best liberos in the country. And Alex Kaloje and for Rutgers Newark, along with Michael Suarez, certainly in the conversation as two of the best power hitters in the game. And we got a good example of that during set number one, really like a heavyweight dogfight going back and forth. Any other observations, Terry, after that first set, as we're now at 4-2 here in set number two as Kean continues to lead?
No, I've been really impressed with both teams, especially Kean. I mean, this is a hostile environment, obviously. Pay attention, though. One of our tiebreakers is points and sets, so every point could be crucial in these matches. So even obviously the sets are one of the tiebreakers, but it could even. We've had years where our NJAC championships come down to point differential. So pay attention to every point. It's vital in this match.
It's pretty amazing. Also, I think one thing that Rutgers did this year that started to get them maybe a little more attention was taking, and there's a kill from number 8, Terry. That was Aiden Flynn, the senior out of Long Island, New York. When Rutgers took Springfield, the number one of the team in the country, on the road, and had them at match point at one point during that game, and ended up losing in 5. I think that started to sort of solidify some confidence in Aiden Albrecht and his group, and really excited as this season continues to progress. And you mentioned the CVC and all the different scenarios. Talk to us a little bit, too. There's Kaloje with a big swing. Dug out beautifully by Murphy, followed now. And Kaloje, the lefty, goes long, and it will be a point for the Cougars. But, as the ebbs and flows of college sports continue, whether it's the Division I level and all the changes that's going through. Jersey City, I think people are well-documented situation there with Kean. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts on the ever-changing landscape of athletics and the schools, and any updates, or maybe you want to put people's anyone who's anxious about that, who really love New Jersey Athletic Conference athletics. Tell us how it might look a little bit differently over the next year or so.
Well, we made an announcement today, John. You probably didn't see it. I know you were prepping for it tonight, but we're adding 2 schools for men's lacrosse. Men's lacrosse is going to be our 21st conference sport. I could give you 500 guesses. I don't think you would guess the 2 schools were adding for men's
I played
lacrosse.
Division I, Terry, lacrosse.
I didn't know that.
Up
Okay,
at Siena College, so
okay.
You piqued my interest. Let's leave it at that.
So today we announced we are adding Colorado College.
What?
And a centenary of, not centenary in Hackettstown, second centenary in Louisiana as our 2 new affiliate men's lacrosse members.
No way.
Yeah. So
how is that going to happen with Colorado?
Well, we're going to have a divisional model where Colorado and centenary will be in one division. And then we have 4 programs. We have Kean, Montclair State, Stockton, and New Paltz, which will join us next year.
Right.
New
Well, that was the other thing I wanted to get into.
That's a good story for volleyball, too. But one of our, whatever we call our core members, will rotate into the other division. So they'll only travel out west once every 8 years. But it'll be our 21st sport. We'll have an AQ starting in 2028. But if you would have told me 10 years ago we'd be adding Colorado College in centenary of Louisiana to the conference, I would have told you you're nuts, John.
That is crazy. Well, that could have been the point of the match right there, Terry. Kean outlasts Rutgers. It was number 8 and number 15 up front that proved to be the difference makers, Flynn and Pugliano, prior to Aiden calling the timeout. Biggest lead of the set, Terry. Kean 9, Rutgers 4. Aiden Albrecht's got to get his guys going here in set number 2 before this thing gets out of control. We'll be back, folks, in about 60 seconds as our NJAC Game of the Week, NJAC Championship on the line here tonight, at least for the Cougars, continues in about 45 seconds. We'll be back right after this. And we're back here live after the Rutgers timeout. Soloki. And it's a carry going to be called against Rutgers. And it's now 10-4 Cougars. A real litmus test here tonight. John Heffernan alongside Terry Smalls, the commissioner of the New Jersey Athletic Conference. And Terry, I was going to say litmus test for both of these teams. And Kean seems to be winning the war of attrition so far.
One of the things I love about both teams is they'll play anybody, anywhere. Coach Albrecht, I have so much respect for him. You know, like you said, you take on Springfield. You go up there, which is a tough place to play. This Kean team just got back from California where they played, I think, 3 nationally ranked teams and actually beat 2 of them as underdogs on the road. So both schools just play an incredibly competitive schedule, and it plays out later in the year. You can see with the success they're having.
Well, you talk about Aiden Albrecht and, of course, the former All-American Albrecht and Bez Arzlani, who played professionally after college, and really both 2 of the premier coaches in not only the conference but in the country, in my opinion, in Division III.
I agree with you, and it's interesting to see Coach Albrecht very calm on the sideline.
Very.
No panic from the bench.
No,
he really didn't.
That's his demeanor, and I love it.
Coach Arslani a little more animated in certain points, but different strokes for different folks. You've been around sports your whole life. There's not one solid way, one predictable formula that works for everybody, and both have really developed successful programs.
Yeah, you know, Aiden, the former New Jersey Player of the Year in the state of New Jersey, went on to play Division I at Penn State, and his resume speaks for itself, Terry, obviously, and you know, very steady influence. And Terry, when you've got a former All-American on your coaching staff, and Derek Gow, the Player of the Year of the New Jersey Athletic Conference, and Andrew Zalek, to name a few, I'd say that the guys are in good hands with that coaching staff. That's for sure for Rutgers.
Really built a family atmosphere here too. You can see how the alums come back and support the You got two of our greatest players of all time sitting here on the bench. I know Coach probably wishes he could put them in the lineup right now, but
exactly.
It's the nice thing about this sport is that the players rally around each other, and you can tell they really built something special here.
Absolutely. It's now 13 serving, 6 Cougars in the lead. Iozzi lets it fly. Suarez, want to be like Mike. It's handled by Takai. I'm sorry, that was Mitchell. Back over to Rutgers. And Suarez, a no-doubter, as he goes cross-court for a nasty kill. And that's point number 7 for Rutgers Newark. And it will be Duncan Sturt now to serve, the freshman 6'2" out of Livingston. 7 serving 13. As Rutgers has got to start making a push.
Let me ask you this, John. You've been in a lot of places. Is there a better place for volleyball than the Golden Dome right here? I tell people all the time, most gymnasiums are basketball gyms where you play volleyball. This is a volleyball gym where they just happen to play basketball in this building, but it's perfect for volleyball.
You bring up a great point, because how often have you seen college volleyball where the ball's hitting the roof and banging around and guys are kicking at it, and don't have that problem here, Terry. Not in the Golden Dome. It really is a great spot for volleyball for sure. And Rutgers now making a bit of a run. It'll be Sturt again, 8 serving 13. That's handled by Murphy through the middle, where the Cougars love to generate their points. Suarez for Rutgers. That fooled absolutely nobody, as Mitchell tried to take a little something off it. One of our players to watch tonight, Terry, Chris Mitchell, the 6'3" senior, wearing number 12 on the outside for the Cougars, has been a huge difference maker, not only in this ball game, but for his entire career for Coach Arzlani. Certainly a player to watch.
If you go to the NJAC website and you pull up the players of the week, Newark, Kean.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, we have strong players at NJCU and Ramapo as well, but these are the two programs that really have dominated those selections this year.
So, Terry, I don't mean to belabor this, but it's really more or less I'm trying to figure it out. So, Landmark, what is the draw for those teams to leave? I mean, I know it could be money or convenience of schedule. It could be any number of things, and we don't have to do too deep a dive on it, but Landmark welcomes Kean and Ramapo. How is that going to change things for you?
Really won't have any effect on the NJAC. The big difference in the NJAC next year is we have the full membership change with New Paltz. And especially in this sport, men's volleyball is probably New Paltz's strongest sport. They would tell you. I think they're coming off in fact, they won the national title at the year Kean hosted. I actually was at talk about foreshadowing. I was actually helping Kean the year they hosted the Division III national title, and New Paltz happened to win. That was really my first experience with New Paltz. That's years before we even had conversations about them joining the NJAC. So we will continue to do NJAC round robin play. Everybody will play everybody in NJAC. Whoever has the best record will come out as the conference champion, just like we're doing tonight if Kean were to win. So really no effect on the NJAC, but it will have ramifications, obviously, on the future of the CVC. And why those schools went that way, I don't know. It's a question for them. I think maybe they're just looking for a little more stability. Anytime you can join a full member conference, it's probably a little more stability than a single sport conference where you have membership coming and going.
Got it. Thank you, Terry, for the clarification. Murphy goes for the back line, but it's long, attacking area for number 11, Sean Murphy. You got to be happy, though, with New Paltz, with their level, especially in volleyball, talent level there, and a big addition. And how did that all come together?
We're really excited. I mean, they approached us. To be honest, we weren't even thinking about expansion at the time, but there's been some. New Paltz was a member of the State University New York Athletic Conference, and they've had some changes where New Paltz became really a geographic outlier in the SUNY. So they approached me. We actually took a meeting. This is a couple years ago at the NCAA convention. I laughed. It was a secret meeting. We took separate cars. We met at a little coffee house. It looked like a set of friends.
It's like out of a Mission Impossible movie.
It was. We actually took separate Ubers to make sure nobody was following
Terry,
us. And,
that is funny.
We had a great conversation. We decided to keep talking, and one thing led to another, and they applied. And then now we have the transition with NJCU, obviously, which nobody saw that coming 4 or 5 years ago. So it turned out to be a good thing all around. I think we're going to be good for New Paltz, and I think New Paltz is going to be good for the NJAC.
Folks, it's Terry Smalls, the commissioner of the New Jersey Athletic Conference. Terry, you're certainly more than welcome to hang around here for the second set as we continue to watch this thing unfold here at the Golden Dome. We'll put a little bit more attention on the match as it progresses here in set number 2. And a big block there up front. That was Flynn. Kaloje is going to give it another shot. If it doesn't work once, try again. And that's exactly what Kaloje does. And Rutgers now trails by 2 as this comeback has been impressive here in set number 2 from the Scarlet Raiders. It will be Logan Fernandez, the 6-foot freshman out of Old Bridge High School, to serve for Rutgers. Now on 3, it's going to be a point for the Scarlet Raiders. Mitchell hits his chest and says, "That what's on me." And Rutgers now trails by 1. Wow, that's different.
John, before I forget, I want to thank you for the hard work you put into this. I know those of us that can't be at every match, we listen. I listen religiously, and you can really tell the people that do their homework.
Thanks,
you're not
Terry.
the only one. We have a lot of great people.
Boy, you've got some great. Kean's got some great kids, and it really depends on how much communications are a part of the department. But anyway, thank you. We've been trying to make some strides here and continue to grow. But I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you can really tell the production and the work and the homework that you do. And this sport's interesting because just listening to the starting lineups, you got kids from one young man's from Texas, I heard, and really
California.
It's a little different than a lot of our sports where we predominantly have New Jersey kids where. This is a national recruiting base for these programs, and I really appreciate the hard work you put into it.
Thank you, Terry. It really means a lot to hear you say that, and it's very much appreciated. Jalen Event is about a year into his job as SID and really finding his stride, and some staffing changes like with any school, and we're continuing to trend upwards, I hope, Terry, with one of the best volleyball teams in the country as well. That certainly doesn't hurt.
First time I met Jalen, I was at a football game. This was the Rowan-Stevenson football game in Baltimore. It was the first game played in Division III. I think it was 2 years ago.
No way.
Jalen was working for the MAC at the time, the Middle Atlantic Conference.
Yeah.
And we probably talked the whole second half just about his background and his upbringing. And I remember walking away and I'm saying, if there's a way we got to get that young man in the conference somehow or another.
That's so funny.
I don't do hiring at institutions or whatever. And then fast forward to, a year and a half later.
Yeah, he's
is open here and replacing the great Tom Krykowski, who I want to give a shout out to, did an unbelievable job here and still doing an unbelievable job at NJCU. But, it's so interesting. You never know. I tell people all the time, you never know one conversation.
That's so funny. I never knew that. So you met him just randomly, and then he ends up here.
At a Stevenson-Rowan football game in Baltimore. It was the first. It was a Thursday night game. I think it was the first night you were allowed to play in Division III. And he came up and introduced himself, said, "Hey, I'm working for the MAC," and talked about his background and just so happy to have him in the conference. We have so many great people. I mean, I want to shout out to Leonard, who I know is home.
Oh, man.
Ill. I hope he's feeling better.
It's so
weird to not see him in the building, but
that's Leonard Hughley, of course.
He's resting up and getting healthy, and he's always an Eagles fan, so we have that connection. He's always asking me about what's going on with the Eagles, and love Leonard, and hopefully he's recovered and back here soon.
Yeah, we want to give a big hug and a big shout out to Leonard Hughley, who wears so many hats here at Rutgers Newark as our operations guy, among many other things. A leader and a go-to problem solver here at Rutgers Newark, all across the board. And indeed, Jalen continues to make a lot of strides here at Rutgers Newark, just almost a year on the job. Anyway, back to gameplay. I know there are people at home that are very dialed into this one, Terry. As Suarez goes up and under, it's pushed right back. Suarez again. It's handled by Quinn. And now to the opposite side. It popped up in the air. What a point this is turning into. Plenty of time for the Cougars. Murphy, a no-doubter. A big swing from Murphy. And, you know, the thing with Murphy, if you take a look at this kid, he's 150 pounds soaking wet at 5'11", and man, I've never seen such power from a guy with his, you know, he's not gonna bowl you over when you look at him, but you watch that kid play, and man, oh man, it's a quick release, it's power. He's got as much power as anyone else out there on the floor. Sean Murphy, number 11 for Kean. Kaloje, that's Murphy. Now to the back row, a swing from Mitchell, and a quick turnaround, and it's a beauty of a kill from Sturt. Terry, one kid that, you know, really has stood out this year is the freshman Sturt. Big shoes to replace in Derek Howe, and he's hit the ground running here for Rutgers. Multiple Player of the Week nods this year from the NJAC, and he's been a real bright light as a freshman. A lot of fun to watch for Aiden Albrecht and the Scarlet Raiders.
He has. I looked it up, and I think he's been Rookie of the Week 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
six times.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And the thing that's interesting about this sport is the top players are so consistent. They get their numbers so consistently. It's hard. How about a shout out to the great Michelle Sarabian, our associate commissioner, who makes those selections each week. Thank God I don't have to do it, because it was like a very difficult task.
Right?
Because in volleyball, and I used to say volleyball is the hardest sport, because the players consistently get their numbers week after week. It's not like basketball where somebody will go off for 30 points in a given week or 15 assists. The top players consistently get their numbers, so it's a hard thing to make an evaluation week to week.
Rutgers was poised to take the lead, but the up referee Paul Aiello says they got a piece of that one. The point will go to Kean, and now the Cougars with the serve. Sturt now to Suarez. It's popped up, a little unsettled here for the Cougars. Good block by Kaloje. Back over to Kean. Murphy with the touch. It's touched by, oh no! What's the call? Wow, excellent job by Rutgers as we are back even at 21. And Terry, this has really turned into an absolute heavyweight fight.
That call, John, was made by the great Rob Schultz, who people don't know used to be the equipment manager at William Patterson University. Now handles equipment and other responsibilities at Rutgers.
Absolutely. He's, I think, up in the Aquatic Center, I think, in New Brunswick.
So right? He works with volleyball and swimming and diving.
Okay, yeah, really terrific guy, Rob Schultz. I haven't seen him in quite a while. So Kean with the point. Murphy now to serve. A low liner from Murphy. And Kaloje looks to stop the blading, but it's popped up here by Kean. Murphy again from the back row. Now Sturt, a beautiful set for Kaloje, who does not miss the opportunity to tie this thing up at 22. All important set number 2. If you're just joining us, John Heffernan alongside NJAC Commissioner Terry Smalls. Kean with a convincing first set win, 25-22. They led throughout most of set number 1. Rutgers looking to even the score here in set 2, but not if number 17, Krizak, the 5'6'4" freshman, has anything to say about it. A quick turnaround. What an athlete that kid is. Caden Krizak, who has had some huge points here tonight for the Cougars, and now gives them the 1-point lead. And that'll put the ball into the hands of number 25, Zach Marcheski, the 6-foot junior, 215-pounder out of Wakanda, Illinois, and Carmel Catholic High School. Back over to Rutgers. Kaloje just a little too much in front on the set, but it doesn't matter as Kaloje wills his way into that one to tie it up at 23. Kaloje with the kill. And the ball will go back into the hands of Kaloje with the serve.
Is either coach going to take a timeout here, John?
I don't know.
Play it out.
Why maybe
I think whoever loses this point will take a timeout. You'll see.
Why slow down the momentum, right? I don't know.
True.
We'll see. We'll see if Terry's right. And it's out. And it's now set point, Terry. My gosh. Number 19 in the country, Kean, looking to clinch a championship here tonight. Is about to take a 2-0 lead. Oh, somehow kept alive by Rocco. Suarez keeps it afloat. Oh, out, and Terry Smalls. It's the Cougars with the improbable 2-0 lead here with an NJAC championship on the line. And if you're head coach Bez Arslani, you really couldn't have asked for a better start to this one. Certainly the Cougars are in this driver's seat here tonight with set number 3, 2.5 minutes away. Any final thoughts, Terry, before we let you go?
I think if you haven't been to an NJAC men's volleyball match, get down here because I'm telling you, the speed, the power, there's nothing, I can't even compare it to, and I love the women's game, don't get me wrong, but the men's game is just a little bit different from that standpoint. And there's nothing like seeing it live, like you said, John. I compare it to hockey. I think it's a great analysis. I know the work you've done in hockey.
In the hockey space, yes.
Yeah, it's one of those things you have to be there live. This is the same thing here.
Did you enjoy? Let's get another look at Terry here. I feel like I don't look very good tonight, Terry. I don't know what that's all about. Looking like I might need to get to the gym. I don't know. Okay, Terry. John Heffern and Terry Smalls. Terry, you were talking about hockey. I don't know. Let's shoot the breeze about a couple of other things, sort of in the world of sports, if you don't mind. Did you get a chance to watch? Speaking of amateur athletics, did you get the chance to watch any of the Olympics and the U.S. men and women's hockey team gold medal push? That was a lot of fun, especially with Jack Hughes, who plays right down the street here in Newark.
We won't hold that against him. You know, as a lifelong Philadelphia Flyer fan.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not the biggest Devils fan, but I am in Devils territory. I realize we're around the corner. But yeah, and then the World Baseball Classic.
Oh, did you see any of it last night?
The opportunity. Bryce Harper, who's one of our hometown heroes, had the big hit in the 8th.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, both
huge clutch hit.
But how about your alma mater playing in the NCAA tournament? Is it tomorrow night?
Yeah, they won the MAC, and they punched their ticket. Terry, another team. I live in New York City, Terry, as you may or may not know, but I do some announcing for the LIU Brooklyn Sharks. Head coach Rod Strickland, former NBA All-Star, former New York Knick, and they punched their ticket. They announced their big dance clinching conference game. And that was fun out in Brooklyn, New York. So two teams I've got a vested interest in. And, of course, we've got Rick Pitino in St. John's. So that will be fun as well. Big rivalry with Danny Hurley and UConn. A lot of storylines, 68 teams. And I'm glad you brought that up. Any interest for you in that tournament outside just the normal national attention?
Not really. My alma mater is Elon. So I'm hoping someday Elon will make it to the tournament. I don't even remember who won our conference this year. But I did get a call from a friend asking me if I wanted to go, so I'm going to the 4 games at Philly
look
on
at
Friday.
You. Okay.
Looking forward to that. But back to Siena.
Yeah.
On any list of the greatest Siena players is this guy. His nickname was Showbiz. Who am I talking about?
Well, Mark, you're talking about Mark Showbiz Brown. Now, Mark, I transferred to Siena, so my first year there was his last year there. So I did get to see Mark play, and everything you see and hear is true. Yeah. Now, the year before I transferred to Siena, they qualified for the NCAA tournament and upset Stanford, 16-1 situation. Wow. And it blew the roof off the entire community. And they went to the second round and they lost ultimately. But also the interesting thing about that, it was the year there was a measles outbreak at the school, and it was also the only team in the tournament with no name. The Siena. It was the Siena Indians in 1989. I'm dating myself here, 88, 89. They decided to go against that, and for 1 year they didn't have a nickname. So, and they got to the second round.
Learn something every day. I'm learning about Siena.
Sorry, I feel like this
now
is
I actually
boring.
have a rooting interest in it. I am going to root for Siena because
of course,
great Mark Brown and everybody else.
Well, their head coach is a former Big East stud, the Syracuse alum.
Jerry McNamara. Yeah.
Yes. So, and Jerry is just a terrific guy. And,
I don't know. Rumor is he might be heading out, so you're going to have to up your NIL donation, Sean. You're going to have to really up your donation.
They're not going to have any luck there, I'll tell you that. But third set underway, John Heffernan and Terry Smalls, and Rutgers off of a are we good?
Yeah, you wrap it up.
Absolutely. Terry, I'm going to let you go. It's been an absolute pleasure touching upon a lot of different topics. Terry Smalls, who will be giving out a championship trophy tonight if Kean wins. If not, we will move the NJAC championship back until what date?
It would probably come down to March 28th, which I believe is
Jersey City.
Saturday, yeah. So,
okay,
but
all right.
It ain't over till it's over. Somebody said that, right?
Yogi Berra.
That's
right.
Take 75 points.
Right.
Kean's got 50 right now.
That's right.
25 more. So, but anything can happen in this sport.
Terry Smalls, everybody. Great job as always, Terry. We appreciate all of your hard work as the commissioner of the New Jersey Athletic Conference. So here we are, folks. Yeah, listen, no apologies needed, but we did get a little bit away from the gameplay, and I apologize for that, especially a game of this magnitude. But, I think it's important to take the temperature of the conference and athletics in general, and hopefully you might have learned a thing or two of that. But let's turn our attention to volleyball and volleyball only right now for the balance of this one. Suarez with the serve. And out of the outside with the touch. Once again, going cross court is Mitchell. Mitchell, calm, cool, and collected, put that one away seemingly with ease. And Kean now, a 2-serving 3 here in the early going of set 3. It's Murphy. Oh, my gosh. I don't know how Quinn caught up to that one. Excellent job by Kean to salvage that point, but it doesn't matter as Rocco puts it away and doubles up the lead 4-2. And it will be Adrian Mark, the 6'4" freshman out of Old Bridge High School. I want to give a shout out to Andrew Hopman, the head coach at Old Bridge High School for boys volleyball. We mentioned Michael Santangelo and Kean. Oh yeah, Bote, 2 senior captains on the Old Bridge varsity team in attendance tonight, along with the freshman JV and the rest of the varsity team under the tutelage of Andrew Hopman. He does such a great job. And he said how rewarding it is to see so many of his former players out on the floor here tonight. He loves keeping his players in New Jersey. He said he's got great relationships with both coaches, Aiden Albrecht and Bez Arslani. Andrew Hopman said, John, I am the happiest guy in the building here tonight. And just talks to the passion from Andrew Hopman that he has, and long-time coach at Old Bridge. And you could really tell by the turnout of his boys here tonight how important this is for the state of New Jersey, the CVC, the New Jersey Athletic Conference, and the Old Bridge alumni playing out here tonight. and keeping it in the family. And don't get it twisted. This is a rivalry right up there with the best of them between Kean and Rutgers. And there's been a long discussion at the table with the down referee. And that is, Dennis Cam. I'm not quite sure what the problem is. And now talking it over is Dennis Cam with Aiden Albrecht. There might be a rotation issue, maybe. Every point counts in this one. I'm not sure how much the shouting is helping from the Kean players right now as the officials try to get this thing sorted out. Whatever they're doing over there, I think there's a time and a place for that. I don't think right now is that time, but because there's obviously a problem at the table. And one of the lengthier delays we've seen this season. I'm going to find out what's going on. Hey, Alex, do you know what's happening for Rutgers? So it appears to be a rotation issue with Rutgers, and it's still being sorted out. And now getting the explanation is Bez Arslani from Kean. And the conversation is now continuing. Come on, guys, let's go. I still don't know what's going on, but it's 4-3, Kean with the lead. And not for long as Rocco answers for Rutgers, and they now go up 5-3. Oh, it's do or die for Rutgers here in set number 3 as they trail 2-0. They're up 5-3 here in set 3. Kaloje with the serve. Big block by Rocco, who's been Rocco's been one of the best players on the floor for Rutgers tonight. Six to 3, Rutgers. Suarez goes for the back corner. It's long. And now it's 4 serving 6. It will be Chris Mitchell to serve. Oh, beautiful set. Saloki, it's a good sign. Saloki with 5 kills. And the serve. Comanite to Suarez. Beautiful job by Kean to get that back, led by Mitchell. Oh my God, a cannon from Kaloje. And the casual pop over leads to the Suarez punch. And that's going to do it on that point as Suarez will get the kill. And it's now 8-4 Rutgers here in set number 3. Suarez again. This time he goes deep to the corner to put that one home. And now Rutgers with 4 in a row. Timeout Baz. Bez, I should say, Arzlani is going to talk it over with his boys. Rutgers with their biggest lead of the third set. It's 9-4, but the Cougars continue to maintain the 2-0 lead. We'll be back with more third set action in about 60 seconds. You're watching Rutgers Volleyball Live on Raider Vision. Back after this. Back live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center after the Cougars timeout. Rutgers leads 9-4. What a point this is turning out to be. Comine over to Suarez. Suarez off the hands of Tyler Quinn and into the bleachers. Not a whole lot Tyler Quinn could do with that one. The two-time Defensive Player of the Year for the Cougars. Now Soloki with the 10-4 lead. Murphy to the opposite side, on the right side, I should say. That was Mitchell. And Suarez is catching fire here in set number 3. Now a 7-point lead for Rutgers. Here in set number 3, 11 serving 4 for Soloki, who takes a little something off of that one. And answering with the kill is Denny Pugliano. It'll be Aiden Flynn now serving for the Cougars. High toss from Flynn. And Flynn puts that one into the twine. And Rutgers now leads it 12-5. And it will be Rocco to serve. Rocco, another Old Bridge high school product, along with Adrian Mark and Ali Chaudhry, Alex Kaloje, Evan Jasmine, along with Logan Fernandez and John Ferniano. John Ferniano, the freshman as well, for Kean. Thirteen to 6 is the lead for the Scarlet Raiders. We are here in the Golden Dome Athletic Center in Newark, New Jersey. Rutgers in a do-or-die situation here in set 3. As the Cougars with the 2-0 lead. And the kill from Krizak. No, it's a Rutgers point, my bad. 14 to 6 that was out. And it will be Sturt. Plenty of time there, Sturt with a beautiful job over to Comine. And Kaloje with the mix-up of hands. Like a magician. Who is that, Chris Angel? Wow. Oh, Murphy. A rare miscue by the sophomore out of Belmont, California. As it's now 16-6, all Rutgers here in set number 3. Murphy up to the front. Long as the wheels beginning to come off here for the Cougars. Mitchell couldn't convert, and Bez is going to talk it over with the boys. 17-6, all Rutgers here in set number 3. We'll be back with more after this brief timeout. You're watching Rutgers Volleyball live on Raider Vision on YouTube. Back after this. Back live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. It's been all Rutgers here in set number 3. They lead it 17-6. Sturt once again for the Scarlet Raiders. No words. Point of the match. Brings the crowd to its feet as Suarez comes down with the kill, and it's 18-6. That was beautiful. Vintage Kean, vintage Rutgers, vintage top 20. Rutgers leads 18-6. Sturt, Suarez battle at the net with Flores. The lefty Kaloje. Popped up by Rutgers, gathered by Saloki. Saloki flying through the middle, puts it away. Alex Saloki makes it 19-6, and this is a run for the ages here in set number 3. So Rutgers has reeled off 10 straight points. Oh, make it 11. Once again, Adrian Mark keeps this run going. It's now 20-6. What a difference a set can make. Kean looked like a runaway train. Rutgers has not lost their way as they have a stranglehold here in set number 3, but they finally relinquish the serve, and what a run for Sturt and the Scarlet Raiders. It will now be David Flores out of Parlin, New Jersey, an Old Bridge High School product as well. That's going to be an antenna call. Point will go to the Cougars. Cougars coming back. It's now 8 serving 20.
Service David Flores.
Oh! Point stays alive. Oh, what a beautiful job by Caden Krizak, the 6'4" freshman out of Sussex County Tech. It's like a karate chop. Put it away. Heads up play by Krizak. 20-9. Ace! Wow. A timely ace from Flores. Cuts the lead in half. Oh! Out! Flores with just 7 aces prior to the start of this match on the season. The team leader, Murphy, for the Cougars with 21. Suarez hammers one home to bring Rutgers within 4.
Service Michael Suarez.
Here comes Mikey. Tiptoes over the twine. Going for the back corner and finding it was Jake Spring. Haven't heard Jake's name a ton here tonight. The freshman 6'2", 180-pounder out of Lake Grove, New York, and Sachem North. Good battle at the net. Another one. Kaloje's going to get another crack at it. Sturt through the middle to Suarez. Quinn over by the Cougars. That was number 8, Aiden Flynn. The Long Island kid makes it 13-21. Oh my gosh, you talk about a barrage and a flurry of points. This time it's Krizak. And Kean storming back, 14 serving 21. Oh! Kaloje got all of that one. Going to his favorite spot, cross court. Rutgers now within 3 and the serve. It'll be Adrian Mark once again for Rutgers, 22 serving 14. Nasty serve from Mark. Pushed back immediately. No, that's going to be 4. Point to Rutgers. Rutgers 2 away after relinquishing the first 2 sets. Scarlet Raiders are I love it kicking, say it to you, oh, I love it kicking. Set was a little in front of Kaloje. And it's now 23-15. Zach Marcheski onto the floor. Out of the great state of Illinois. And that one trickles over. A bit unsettled. Kaloje And it's set point Rutgers after the Kaloje kill.
Service Alex Kaloje.
Kaloje, beautiful serve. Pushing it back is Rocco off the hit from Pugliano. And we talked about that matchup in set number 1. You saw it head-to-head right there, Pugliano and Rocco. And it's Rocco winning that one there, and it's 25-15, the final in set number 3. Rutgers is alive. Kean Cougars 2 sets to 1. 4th set coming up before we go to break. Let's take a look at the numbers real quick. 12 kills for Kaloje, 16 for Suarez, and 6 apiece for Salatki and Rocco. 10 digs for Sturt, 8 apiece for Komane and Salatki. And if we take a little bit of a deeper dive, folks, it might begin to paint a bit of a better picture. So Rutgers is hitting 236 overall to 158 for the Cougars as they took a hit there in set number 3. 43 assists for Rutgers, 28 for Kean. 11 service errors for Rutgers, 8 for Kean. 46 digs in favor of Rutgers, 32 for the Cougars. Okay, folks, we will be back in about 90 seconds with the 4th set in our NJAC CVC Game of the Week. Before we before we go to break, it's Mitchell with 9 kills, 6 for Murphy, 5 for Pugliano, 7 for Krizak, 4 for Flynn, and 1 for Spring. 27 assists for Flores, doing what Flores does. 1 ace for Flores. 8 digs for Mitchell, 9 for Flores. Man, he has been good and is good. Okay, folks, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the start of set number 4 right after this. Back live at the Golden Dome Athletics Center. All-important set number 4. David Flores to serve for the Cougars. We are underway. Oh, what a job by Sturt. And this kid, Krizak, is an absolute monster. He continues to impose his will on these Scarlet Raiders. It's number 17, Krizak in the middle, up front. Oh, speaking of monsters, Adrian Mark, another freshman creating all sorts of problems for the Cougars here in set number 4. And it will be Suarez. Two serving one. It'll be Murphy. Kaloje. Huge kill from number 16. All leaving at 2. This is a must-win set for the Scarlet Raiders if they want to keep this thing going. If you're just joining us, Kean with the 2-1 lead. It's number 19, Kean University, taking on number 13, Rutgers University. And this all-important CVC and NJAC matchup here tonight at the Golden Dome Athletic Center in Newark, New Jersey. Oh, kept alive. Somehow Rutgers salvage. Oh! A bit of a miscommunication with the Cougars. Popped up in the air. Sturt is there. Suarez for Kaloje. And that's handled by Mitchell. Murphy with the follow. And it's good. I bartended with a Sean Murphy back in the day on the Upper East Side of New York City. Yorktown kid. Shout out Victory Cafe and Sean Murphy. Not sure Sean's still with us, but tremendous family up in Yorktown, New York. Makes me think of Rob Kavovit, former teammate of mine at Siena. Mark Filippelli, flipper, as it were. My former teammate at Castleton University. Along with my teammate on the broadcast at 91.3 WIUV, Castleton, Vermont, Glenbrook Gymnasium. Haven't seen Flipper in a long time. Flip, give me a call. Okay, 4-2 is the score. Cougars with the lead. Kaloje with the swing. Oh, little ping pong action there. As Rocco on a bang play pulls Rutgers within 1. In on the rotation. A couple of moves after the Scarlet Raiders point. It will be Kaloje to serve. Big toss from Kaloje as the lefty deals. Going behind for the set. Didn't fool Rocco at all. And Rocco again with a key block. And that'll even things up here at 4 apiece. Once again, Kaloje with a laser, and it was touched. It was touched by Quinn. Rutgers takes the lead. Aiden Albrecht says this was the biggest test. This is the biggest test since the loss in Springfield, Massachusetts. Kaloje going for the gusto. Puts that one under the net, another service error. This is important for rankings. MPI, the rivalry, CVC, NJAC. Aiden talking about the camaraderie he's felt among his boys of late. As Kaloje seemingly taking over for the Scarlet Raiders here in set number 4. Aiden also saying we've got to slow down the middle. Number 15, Danny Pugliano, as one of the keys to victory here tonight. Number number 12 for Kean. Chris Mitchell described as energy and fire by head coach Abez Arslani. Oh! And the crowd goes crazy. Old Bridge High School on its feet as Rutgers takes the lead. Tense atmosphere here tonight at the Golden Dome. John Heffernan with the call. Big serve there from Rocco. Big block through the middle. Murphy now. Kill, Shawnee Murph. Kid is just absolutely fire. Sean Murphy out of Carlmont High School in California. Evens it up at 7 apiece, and it will be number 7, Tyler Iozzi, to serve. 6-foot senior out of Bayville. Kaloje with a piece. Sturt with an acrobatic play. Saves the day for Rutgers. It makes it 8-7. Rutgers with the lead. Service error from Sturt. And it will be number 6, David Flores. Oh, what a block. Murphy got a piece. On a carry called against Rutgers. Violation will give the Cougars the lead. It'll be 9 serving 8 for Flores. Flores, the defensive player of the week, on March 17th of 2025. The 2-time defensive player of the year. Oh, what a play by Flores. And that's going to be out after a big swing from Logan Fernandez. No, I'm sorry. Tyler Quinn, the 2-time defensive player of the year. My apologies, folks. Get a little too excited here at set number 4. All even at 9. Huge point and serve. Murphy. Not to beat. The luck of the Irish. Certainly in full swing yesterday. Happy belated St. Patrick's Day. Big parade up 5th Avenue in New York City. Always a lot of fun. All business here tonight for Murphy and the Cougars. And Kaloje says close the briefcase. Bust out the PowerPoint. Show you what business is all about. So we got some AI-generated nastiness from Kaloje. Nothing artificial about that follow from Krizak. He has been certainly one of the players of the game here tonight for the Cougars. And it's now 10 serving 11 for Murphy. What a high toss from Murphy. Saloki over right away and taking full advantage is Chris Mitchell. Ties it up at 11. And Murphy will be at it once again. Out. Service error from Murphy. And that will give Rutgers the 12-11 lead. Mitchell with a bomb to tie it up at 12. And now the big fella, Zach Marcheski. Kaloje had that touched, but Murphy got a piece. Murphy again. Sturt is there. Kaloje, oh my goodness, pounds the chest. As Rutgers takes the 13-12 lead. Ali Chaudhry steps off, it'll be Kaloje to serve. Culminate on the floor along with Sturt, Solotki, and Rocco. Kaloje to serve. Quinn for the Cougars. And the Cougars tie it up at 13. It'll be Mitchell to serve at 13 apiece. Cougars lead 2-1. And why are they reversing it? They're saying it hit the line. So it's an ace for Mitchell. Mitchell with a high toss, handled by Solotki. Back to Solotki, who puts it away, evens it up at 14. It'll be Solotki once again. Big block by Rocco. Oh no, it's out. My bad. That's a point to the Cougars as they take the 15-14 lead. Aiden Flynn. Long. You can hear the miss hit off the punch from Rocco as Suarez returns. Kean now up 2. Oh, no. Carry, that's a extra contact by Rutgers. And it's now a 3-point lead. Timeout, Rutgers. Kean takes the 3-point lead. They lead it 2-1. 17-14 here in set 4. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the conclusion of set number 4 in our CBC NJAC Volleyball Game of the Week live on Raider Vision. Back after this. And we are back here live at the Golden Dome Athletics Center here in set number 4 after the Rutgers timeout. It will be Kean to serve. 17 serving 14. Some of the words from Aiden Albrecht, very telling. He said, guys, don't be afraid to make any mistakes. Doesn't want his guys tight. Aiden Albrecht was calm, cool, and collected. No time to panic. Although now might be a time to start. As it's a 4-0 run. 18-14 for the Cougars. Oh! Huge. Rocco with authority. Pulls Rutgers within 3. It's do or die time now for the Scarlet Raiders. Rocco takes his time. And that's going to be in there for the kill. Off the swing of Pugliano out of Oak Ridge, New Jersey, at Jefferson Township. As the Cougars getting closer and closer to an NJAC championship. Last year it was Rutgers Newark with the hardware. As Bez Arslani told me it's bragging rights that are on the line tonight. Along with the 2026 NJAC Championship Trophy to be awarded by Commissioner Terry Smalls. And it's now 20-16. Flores, one of our players of the game out here tonight on the floor. Suarez puts that home to pull Rutgers within 3. So this is it, folks. Rutgers going to have to make a move right now in order to stave off this charging Cougars team. Sturt not fooled. Over to Soloki. Quinn there. Great anticipation by Fernandez, and the follow from Soloki. Great job by Rutgers. The differential now 2. Kaloje over to Soloki. It was touched. It was touched. And look at this. It's 19 serving 20 for Logan Fernandez. As Rutgers doing the improbable right now. Looking to tie it up. Oh! And tie it up is what Adrian Mark, as X marks the spot. 20-20 here in set number 4, and this is turning into a match for the ages. All even at 20. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the conclusion of set number 4. Will it be the match as well? Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds live on Raider Vision. You're watching Rutgers men's volleyball on YouTube. Back after this. back live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. All even at 20 in set number 4. Serve from Fernandez, and the answer from Mitchell. Fernandez to Saloki. Saved by Komine. Saloki has it. Punch back. And it's 21-20 for Kean. It'll be Murph now to serve for the Cougars. Kaloje goes long. Oh my gosh. And it's now 22-20 as the Cougars are within 3 points of an NJAC championship here in 2026. And a huge CVC victory, which will certainly affect the national rankings if the Cougars are able to pull it off. Not if Kaloje has something to say about it. Kaloje again. Kill Kaloje. And Rutgers now within 1 as we are going down to the wire. Here in set number 4, Cougars lead at 2-1. Rutgers in an excellent position right now. They trail 1 and the serve. Biggest serve of the ball game right here. Oh! My goodness! Rutgers just not getting the breaks here tonight. Kean 2 points away. 23 serving 21. Will certainly move up a few slots in the national rankings. Oh! Oh! Rutgers did everything in their power to save it. Not to be. Down in a heap. It's the libero for Rutgers, who's holding his neck and head area. That's Ali Chaudhry, a 5'5" freshman out of Old Bridge High School, shaken up on the plate. And folks, it is match point for the Cougars. 24-21. The Cougars are able to hang on, folks. Stand by for our post-game awards ceremony. As Commissioner of the New Jersey Athletic Conference, Terry Small, is in the house. It's 24-21. Chaudhry looks to be okay. He's going to stay in the ball game. Serving now for the match is Zach Marcheski. Out, point, match, Kean. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2006 New Jersey Athletic Conference champions overtake the Scarlet Raiders, the winners in 2025. There's a new king in town, and it is the Cougars of Kean University. Congratulations to Bez Arslani, Michael Fox, Jenna Lara, Bill Lee, Leandro Perez, and Joel Lopez on a great job, and also a big CVC win for the number 19 Cougars, who look to move up in the national rankings with a huge win over number 13, Rutgers Newark. Don't go anywhere, folks. The championship trophy presentation coming right up. Some of the final numbers here in this matchup here tonight. Just an epic performance by number 12 for the Cougars, Chris Mitchell. He finishes with a team high 16 kills. And a big win for Kean University. 9 for Krizak, 8 for Murphy, 7 for Pugliano, 5 for Flynn, one for spring. Pugliano hitting 286. Krizak 571. 173 for Mitchell, 200 for Flynn, and 333 for Spring. 39 assists for Flores. Doing what Flores does. 10 digs apiece for Flores, Murphy, and Mitchell. And the trophy presentation is completed. It was a quick one. But congratulations to Bezos Lonnie in his 4th season. He takes over the throne as the New Jersey Athletic Conference champions here on enemy territory in Newark, New Jersey. Congratulations to the Kean Cougars, Rob Bergman, and the entire staff over at Kean University in a terrific athletic department. Here we go with the hardware presentation by Terry Smalls. We got some T-shirts. And this one's got a sting for the Scarlet Raiders. And if I'm Aiden Albrecht, maybe you let these guys watch this. They don't forget it when it comes to next year. So Marqueski, Flores out on the floor, representing the captains of this team, along with Mitchell. And there it is, 2026 NJAC champs. Terry Smalls along with Bez Arslani as the boys hold up the hardware and come off the floor. And the NJAC now going to give out T-shirts, sparing no expense this year, I see. To the boys in blue. We'll run down the roster. We didn't see a whole lot of Wadi Duran Manaya tonight. His future looks bright for the sophomore. Carson Kruver, Jeremy Rivera. Vaughn Turner now, the 6'4" freshman out of Piscataway. Flores, what a game he had. Harlan, New Jersey native. Tyler Iozzi, a senior, will be able to wear that T-shirt with pride, knowing that the 2026 championship will always be his. Aiden Flynn, Sean Murphy, Chris Mitchell, Christian Lopez, Denny Pags. Terrific job by Pagliano today. Samir Kante. Caden Krizak, can't say enough about this freshman. Man, what a future this young man has. So much speed, so much power. Of course, in the middle, Nasir Bailomar, along with Antonio Guglietta out of Collingswood, New Jersey, and Wallington, New Jersey, respectively. And what a job Tyler Quinn, the junior out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, did here tonight. Jack Spring, along with Mark Keski. And that's going to do it, everybody, as the Cougars put on the T-shirts. Pack up their bags with that 2026 trophy, and it's going to be a fun ride home to Kean University for head coach Baz Arslani and the rest of the 2026 NJAC champions, your Kean University Cougars. Hey, congratulations to Kean. A terrific job here tonight. Folks, coming up next for Rutgers Newark, we'll take a quick look at this schedule. So the Scarlet Raiders, after this tough loss tonight, I mean, you talk about getting thrown right back into the fire. Friday night in Newark, New Jersey, it'll be number 4 Juniata College coming into town with another huge matchup and implications on the line of Friday night here from the Golden Dome Athletic Center. Saturday, it'll be Elizabethtown College in a CBC matchup as well. Juniata, obviously CBC. And then it's going to be Lehman on Tuesday, March 24th, followed by a Rutgers tri-match, Southern Virginia and Jersey City. Folks, that's going to do it for our live coverage on YouTube Raider Vision tonight. On behalf of Jalen Event, everybody here, along with Mary Stadelman and the entire athletic department of Rutgers Newark, thank you for tuning in. Remember, everybody, let's go Scarlet Raiders, and we'll see you next time.